You're young and in love. You get tattoos for a love that will last forever. Or not. But don't worry. We'll talk with Morgan Gale of Physicians Laser Center in Bethesda, Maryland about tattoo removal. Morgan, what kind of tattoos are people mostly trying to get rid of?
Typically, the people that I see that come in my office for tattoo removal are people that have kind of gotten a tattoo either on a whim or maybe with a group of friends out on a long night or maybe spring break, or you'll get the significant other that it was a good idea to get a tattoo together at the time and then they had an unfortunate breakup and now that person really doesn't want to have any memory of the tattoo or that person. So those are probably going to be the vast majority of the patients that I tend to see. Usually they'll come in and say something like, I had this tattoo put on maybe a week ago, or even in one case I had a person come in and say, I got this tattoo last night and I really don't want it anymore. And that's usually where we'll start and I'll explain to them the whole procedure and show them how to get rid of it.
Can you take it off in one visit?
Unfortunately, I can't take it off in one visit. It does take multiple treatments to get rid of a tattoo because what the laser's doing is it's actually breaking up the tattoo ink. It's not eliminating the tattoo itself, and then it's up to the person's body to pull that broken down ink away from the tattoo, and that's where the fading comes into play.
So Morgan, maybe you can clear up some rumors or misconceptions. When you get a tattoo removed, is there any trace of it, or is it just normal skin just like it was before you got the tattoo?
It's important to keep in mind that the process of putting the tattoo in and taking the tattoo out does cause some skin trauma. So the skin is not going to completely return to normal as it was before the tattoo was ever put in. Usually what is referred to as post-skin after a tattoo treatment is what's called ghosting. That just means that the texture of the skin is a little bit different than it was before everything was done to it. Usually we remove somewhere around 98 to 99% of the ink, so really most of it is gone. It's just that there's some little fragments of ink left that may look like a freckle or maybe a little birthmark, and then again the skin texture is a little bit different. But from a distance or even really up close, if somebody doesn't know that you used to have a tattoo, they don't really see that it was there.
Okay, so it's not going to look like the outline of what you just got rid of.
No. Yeah, if you had a name or a cartoon character or anything like that, it wouldn't be like you would just basically be replacing that drawing or that picture with a picture or drawing of the same kind with no ink in it.
So Morgan, what about somebody who comes in with, I don't know, some crazy colors? Can you get rid of that as well?
Up until recently, the answer was actually no, but this new laser that we've just actually brought into our laser center has the handpieces that we can now use to treat all different color inks. So before, we were really stuck with only being able to treat black, brown, and red inks really successfully, while the other kind of neon and brighter colors didn't really resolve that well. This new laser has specialized handpieces that I can use to treat the greens, the purples, the yellows, the sky blues, the pinks, and treat them successfully. So we've been really, really happy to be able to offer this to all the clients that come in with some more, exotic tattoos that have a lot fancier colors.
Patients who have had radiation treatment, can you get rid of those tattoos?
Well, basically with the tattoo laser, what we're able to do is remove the tiny little targeting marks that the radiologist uses to put the radiation into the area that needs to be irradiated for the cancer. So after the treatment is done, with the doctor's permission, those patients can now come into our laser center to get those removed with the tattoo laser, rather than prior to that they had to get them punched out like a punch biopsy, and it would leave a scar. While that was fine in terms of getting rid of the tattoo, unfortunately, it did still leave them with a scar, so they weren't exactly completely satisfied that their treatment had been completed and they were now free to get rid of these tattoo marks.
So it sounds like coming to see you at the Physicians Laser Center, you can get rid of a lot of past mistakes.
I like to think that just because you make a mistake in the past doesn't mean you have to live with it for the rest of your life. So yeah, I mean, we try to be able to offer these people the chance to get rid of something that they may not really want to have anymore just because they did it a long time ago.
I like that thinking. Morgan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll have more Let's Talk Live right after this.